In this screencast, I'm going to show you the basics of how to use Google Sites and add different documents and other things to the site. So in this case, I'm going to go over here and click on Student Pages, and people in my class will have access to this section of the wiki. So the first thing you do is you click at the pencil button, which allows you to go into edit mode. Once you're in the edit mode, the first thing I like to do is change the layout. Now you have all these different options here, and I find one of the easiest to use here is just the 2-column, not the 2-column simple, but the 2-column right here. So that will set up a nice little template for me, and I can say, here are some of my Googly things. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a presentation that I've created. So I just go to Insert, and I go to Presentation, and I find all the presentations that I've created, so forth and so on here. So here's a quick calendar how-to. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that one in there. And I like to uncheck these little boxes here, and I'll make it small, put that in there, and then I'm going to click over to the next one. Now I'm going to go ahead and I am going to insert, this time I'm going to insert a form. So I'm going to go to a form that I have created, it shows me all of my forms, and I'm going to put in the opening survey. So I click opening survey, click select, and I want to make that not too big, so I'm going to change that to about 400 pixels. And I'll leave that empty for the width. I'll uncheck that, click save. Now one of the things that frightens people sometimes is you don't see in here, you do not see your things show up. They will show up when you press save. So for instance, if I press save, then you'll be able to see the spreadsheet the presentation and the form that I threw into this. But I want to edit some more, so I'm going to go back to the edit button, and I'm going to go down a little bit, and I'm going to throw in a few more things here. I'm going to get down here. This time I'm going to insert a map. So I'm going to go to a map, and it's going to throw up the maps, various maps that I have, or I can even just go to My Maps, or I can create one, or I can even paste in the URL of the map. So I'll go to My Maps, and I'll say directions to my school. So I'll click that, I'll click select. I'm going to uncheck that again and throw this in there, and now I've got a map in there. And the last thing that I'm going to do and check, you can actually adjust your properties. So it looks like this one might be going a little wide, so I'm going to change its height 500, the width is going to be as wide as the page. So I'm going to click save on that. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to insert another thing. This time I'm going to insert a Picasa web slideshow. So I'm going to put in a little slideshow. So it's going to show all my photos. So here's a little practice album that I had. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to select, and I don't want to have all this. I'll let it autoplay. I might make it just a little bit bigger. We'll make it 400 pics. Save, and boom, just like that. You can see all of there's my map of how to get to the school. There's the presentation about how to use calendar. There's that. And here, coming up here is the slideshow of all my different things. Underneath this slideshow, I want to put in a calendar. So I'm going to put in the class calendar. So I'm going to go back into edit mode. And this time, I'm going to scroll down a little bit further, and I'm going to go down here. I'm going to insert this time a calendar, which is in my Google account. So I'm going to look at my calendar. I want to go with the educational technology classes. I will put that. I want to have it show in month view, and I'll actually include the title. Probably don't need a border. And then I'll just click save. And then the last thing I'm going to do down here in this box, if down at the very bottom, is I'm going to throw in a document that I have created. And so I'll throw in a document here, and I can go with the syllabus for the class, select that, and that will go in there nicely. And I might make this even just a little bit longer so it kind of stretches and you see the whole thing without scrolling too much. I'm going to center that by clicking that here. I will click save. And then you can see all the different things. There's the calendar for the class, there's the syllabus for the class, there is a map of how to get from my school, where I teach at during the year, to Creighton. There's an instructional presentation on how to use calendars, and then here is a form. So all this wonderful Google stuff is very easy to put into your page at any time. There's even a lot more stuff. I'm not going to get into it too much here, but let's say that you can even, you've got a little space right here, and we want to add something there. So I'm going to go to insert, and I can even go to, I can add videos, which is very easy. You can even add videos that you post. So let's do that. So let's put in a Google Docs video. So here's a video that was that I shot at school. I think it's a shooting off of different rockets and things. And so that's just a video that I have of my videos. And so there's some videos of us shooting off rockets. And so I will select that. and we'll make it width. We'll just change that. We'll keep that the same so it stays nice and proportional. We'll save that. It might look a little funky because I've got my window smalled up right now, but you get the idea here. And my video will pop in there, and there's my video that I can watch of some different things that are going on. And I can even add more stuff after this, beyond this. I can even add, just go to insert, and there's all these fun gadgets that I can add too, which is really nice. So a lot of different things that you can add in to your various pages. And that is Google Sites in a nutshell.